coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions.
Set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, and live to fight another down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Man on the left side is Brown. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. and company going for it on fourth. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will take over.
Fourth down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and 12, Jackson. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. Third down here.
Incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's It's 6-0 here in the first. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Lions 6, Vikings nothing.
On 1st down, Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Marlon Humphrey on the...
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out, they turned it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss. Guy just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. And in for the Lions touchdown. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pressure, he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Murray. Steps away to his left. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will take over. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they're in the end zone, but it's not going to find yet. Hold on, there is a flag there. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Give
him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
1st and goal at the 3.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Hines. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's now 3rd
and goal at the 4-yard line. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. On 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Murray. Dancing to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Minnesota.
Operating from the gun. Murray. A man over the middle, and it's complete.
Murray's pass.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
21 yards.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down, Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
On play action, it's Murray. Intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run with Hines. Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Lions 28, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deshaun Hand, his second sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. Murray. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Oh, going for Jefferson down. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. Going for it all. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will take over.
Is a turnover on down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 40 yards. They go play action here on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on third down. Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it's fourth down.
Murray sets to throw on fourth.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Murray now on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
And Murray's going to keep this.
Quick throw complete. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jackson,
Kenneth Murray make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
20-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Jackson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Isaiah Simmons.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Called out a very strong gain of 24. They run the counter. Nice. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work. And
this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done, and maybe we can look at that.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to let it fly. Intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This is caught, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over. over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Youngwei Koo set to kick off.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Murray, one final try. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Lions 57.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
From scrimmage, second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of his shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They'll try and run with Mixon, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Hines, and not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They run the counter. Hines. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Bears first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Manning. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 2.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And a hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Looks right. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Recovered by the...
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen.
But the man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively by
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
it brings up.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Bears 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. operating from the gun. Allen. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Allen.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun again to Mixon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Point after.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Allen.
From left side, taken in by Komet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, Allen. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Jeff Okudah. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Good cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
The 44-yard line.
Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. He took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? First down, Allen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Complete to
A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Now Allen again. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They're going to mark that rear and put it out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Off to Thomas on the left side. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jackson on 1st down. taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 and brings up third.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Well, look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
In double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On first down, Manning. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. It's Manning. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
12-yard line.
Allen. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. Smith catches left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it there. Just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Waddle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try the left side. Waddle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
From midfield, here's Allen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Allen now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 72 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Lining up for
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. They're going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got his man. It's caught for the land touchdown. Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Lions 42. Bears 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Chicago.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Field goal. A 21-yard.
And this one is right through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. The pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
9 yards.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
There's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind, they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Bears